What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Hurricane Podcast. This week, our guest is very special to us. She's our August Athlete of the Month. She's Mrs. August. She's a highly esteemed veterinarian and part of the Maplewood Animal Hospital, as well as a mother of 4 and an athlete here at Hurricane CrossFit. She's always a good time, and she always brings a positive energy to all the classes that she is. So, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Lindsay Seffens. Hey guys, please bear with us as we learn and smooth out this whole podcasting game. We had a little bit of a wire issue with the microphone, and we lost the very first part of Lindsay's podcast audio. However, it was a wonderful beginning. Please stick with us throughout the whole podcast because the rest of it is wonderful too. Thanks.
Had some bumps in the road just with family, stress, work life, all that. So ended up, 2 years doing it off and on. Mm-hmm. And then the third time I started, I committed fully and said, I need to do this, stick with it, and keep going. Dedicated to it.
That's cool. So three startups. Yeah. Essentially, one kind of initial go. Mm-hmm. That happens a lot. We'll see some people kind of, it takes a little while before their feet are off the ground.
Yeah, the latest startup was last February. So I've been going since last February, consistently.
All right, very consistently?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I've been seeing you here for longer than that. So mm-hmm. You said with work and family, it gets hectic sometimes. You're a mother of 4?
4.
Right?
Yep.
That's awesome. So, I'm sure that. And then you've gone through, obviously, a lot of school. You're a doctor.
Yep, so. I am a vet.
How has that been, juggling, obviously, being a mom and not just you got 4 of them, so that's a little army.
Yeah, I have 4 young ones. Actually, the first time I started here at CrossFit, my twins, which are the youngest, they were only 1, and so I had a 5-year-old, a 2-year-old, and 2 1-year-olds.
Yeah.
So you can imagine the hecticness there, and so now my youngest are starting school, so things are calming down a little bit.
Yeah.
So I can really prioritize exercise now.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Was it difficult to juggle all of that, and then I guess were you going through school, or were you already out of school by that time?
No, I was out of school. I finished vet school in 2011. Started working immediately.
Yeah.
Didn't get to take a break at all, and stayed at a practice in Lake Charles for 7 years, and now I'm in Sulphur.
Yeah.
And so traffic's been a little bit hectic. Yeah. But my 4:45 class doesn't interfere with any of that, so I'm lucky.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's really cool that you're a regular. I think anybody that's a regular at 4:45 that's a feat in and of its own.
It is. You don't just all of a sudden say, I'm going to wake up and go to 4:45 this day.
Yeah, it doesn't happen naturally. You don't just wake up at 4:15 and be like, I think I'll go work out really hard.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a decision. It's a dedication. So that's really impressive that you're able to do that. And it's cool that you prioritize that. You're all right, this is where it fits in my schedule. Mm-hmm. This is when it must be done.
Yep.
So that's really cool. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're an expert in cats. Is this right?
So yes, I like to do medicine on cats because I think they're super interesting. I myself don't have a cat at home.
Yeah, what animals do you have?
I have 2 dogs. I have a Shih Tzu who's 15 years old, so he has one eye.
The sensei.
Yes, he's wise and grouchy at the same time. And then we have an almost 2-year-old Labrador Retriever who's 80-something pounds, and so the combination is interesting.
Yeah.
But he's the active dog, likes to run and has training for duck hunting and all of those things. And he rides on the boat with us. He goes everywhere.
Yeah.
And so very smart. But then the old dog is kind of mine from before even I had kids or got married.
Oh yeah. So he's
he's just mine.
Yeah.
He's I don't really like any of y'all.
Don't like anybody else?
Yeah.
Why no cats? Even though you're a cat.
I did have a cat. Mm-hmm. My father-in-law was severely allergic to cats.
Oh, okay.
And so I feel like that would be rude.
Yeah.
So he would try to come over, his throat's
that's very polite of you to want to have him come over.
But cats are they're hilarious. There's a reason why they're the #1 search videos on the web.
That's true,
because they're so funny and they don't really care about what other people think
or
other animals do or think. But they're interesting in a clinic setting because they're so tough that you can't figure out what's going on with them as easily as a dog.
Yeah, and they can't tell you either.
They can't tell you.
Yeah.
But they will. I mean, they'll have a broken leg and they're just still walking and like, what? Nothing's going on.
A dog will cry really loud. Huh?
Yeah, and so I find it just challenging because it's harder to kind of find out what's going on with them.
Cool. That seems to be like the overall theme, like with your personality and stuff.
Yeah.
Like seeking the challenge.
I do like challenges. I don't like anything that's easy because I just get bored.
That's cool. I feel like CrossFit's probably the best place for you then. Did you try any other fitness methodologies out before?
Yes, I've done like small group training, which it's good sometimes, but then it's hard when they make you do the same thing across the board. So everyone's doing the same thing.
Yeah,
even if you're different fitness levels. And so versus here where, there's different levels. Like we have the level method and there's different levels, and not everyone has the same goals when you're in group settings, small group settings. So I wasn't satisfied. And I've done yoga, I've done Pilates, like all the not girly things, but just things that women tend to do first. And it's relaxing. It's good. I think it's good to do sometimes, but it still didn't satisfy my need. Yeah,
the challenge and that long term kind of steady pace stuff. What was the first CrossFit workout that you did? Do you remember?
I did the baseline back when we did the baseline. Yeah. And
how'd that go?
It defeated me.
Just that's kind of the consensus.
It really, it was a humbling experience. Because I felt that, of course, back in your 20s, you felt like you could do everything. And I think that at that time I was in my early 30s and got crushed.
Demolished. I feel like that's what it was designed for.
Yeah. I just went home and grabbed a big Gatorade and chugged it. And just felt like I worked out for 2 hours.
Did you come back?
I came back. And I think maybe it's designed that way to kind of defeat you a little bit, so you can come back for more and say, I'm going to
try to beat it.
Yes.
Yeah, try to get better at it. And I mean, it starts a big, long journey of trying to get better at exercise. My first baseline, I went to a friend's house and just laid on the floor. It was a concrete floor. I just laid as still as I could.
Yeah.
Because it was. And
I'm like, how did this defeat me? But it did.
Yeah, what would you say to somebody, maybe, I feel like you would have good advice and or reprimand for people who might be like, I don't have enough time. Like, I work and I have kids and I don't have enough time to get fit.
I believe there's always enough time. I mean, I think if we think about how much time we spend on our phone every day, that's probably way more than an hour. So if we cut back that, there's plenty of time. Yeah. I think it's all about priorities. If you find that it's something that you really need, like I feel, then you make time for it. If it be early in the morning or after work. Yeah. Classes here late as 7 o'clock at night, so it can be done.
I've seen you pop into the 7 every now and then.
Every now and then.
Yeah, you're like and sometimes 7 and then 4:45 the next day. So it's like 2 days.
I just get it in where I can.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's whatever works.
That's awesome. So like I guess cutting down on phone time and stuff. Are there any other like things that you do to kind of time manage and make sure that you're on point and stuff? Because you juggle a lot and it seems like you do really, really well with all of it. You're a good athlete. I
mean, I think going to bed early is big for me because, I mean, if you're going to plan on working out early in the morning, you have to go to bed in a decent time. You have to get enough sleep. Yeah. So if you're not going to get, for me, it's at least 7 hours. If I don't get 7 hours, it's not going to be good. Mm-hmm. So I make sure that I always get that. I make sure that, I eat well enough the night before to where I'm not feeling like crap the next day. Yeah, so
preparing. Yeah. I guess. Perfect preparation.
Exactly.
Really key. Mm-hmm. Well, that's cool. So you're in Sulphur now. You're part of the Maplewood.
I am. I'm at Maplewood Animal Hospital.
That's awesome. Yeah. Whenever I lived in Sulphur, that's where we bring our pets.
Yep. It's a really great place. Mm-hmm. If you live in Sulphur, come by. But, my sister is a vet also. She purchased it. And so I work for my sister. But
that's got to be pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Like a little family stuff. And it seems like you love what you do as well.
I do. It's an awesome job. Mm-hmm. It's not one of those jobs where you just sit around, which is totally me. I always have to be doing something, moving, talking.
Sounds like it.
Even though I'm quiet here, probably, but I do like to talk when I'm not here. But at 4:45, it's hard to talk a lot.
It is, yeah. It's hard to get rolling.
Yeah.
I normally drink a lot of caffeine just to kind of get myself going on that.
Yep. It's like midway through the workout, then I'm like, I just woke up.
Start waking up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, your body finally catches up to everything. Well, that's cool. What was like your proudest moment here at Hurricane. So February, you said, was whenever you started coming very, very consistently.
Yeah, last February.
I noticed that you were a very active participant of the Open. Too.
Yes.
So
that was exciting. I was really proud. I think when I first got strict pull-ups, and so
when was that?
I think that was beginning of this year.
Yeah.
Like January.
Sweet.
Yeah, and so I was like, oh, I could do this.
Well, heck yeah. You bang them out now, as far as I know. You got that. So
that's exciting because, I mean, thinking back, like when I first started here, I just didn't think that I would ever be able to do that. I mean, my upper body is not the most.
That's kind of the
most pronounced or strong. Now, like my goal is to just get 4 without, getting off the bar.
4 unbroken?
Yeah.
Nice.
And so,
how was it whenever you did first start? Was it like daunting of a task to like come in and do CrossFit? You said you never expected to do a strict pull up, and now your goal is 4 unbroken. That's pretty cool.
I mean, when I first started, I've always been like a really thin person. So like one of those people where, people are like, you must go to the gym all the time, before I came here. And I'm like, no. So, skinny people aren't always the healthiest or fit.
Or the fit, yeah.
And so, I couldn't run probably an 800 without stopping at that point. And now, 3 miles is
nothing.
Not that big of a deal.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a really good evolution. Have you seen any like other changes and stuff like that throughout the course of your
Definitely.
exercise?
I mean, CrossFit for me is more than physical. It's mental for me too. And so I always tell my husband, like to be a better person for me is mental, physical, spiritual. Yeah. And so for CrossFit, it knocks off 2 because physical, that is me getting in better shape, having more energy, being able to play with my kids like I want to, and, being a more fit, healthy person. And on the mental side, all the stress and anxieties of my busy, hectic life, it just washes away after I get in here and sweat it out.
Nice.
So that's a big thing for me. It's better than any medication or supplement or anything. It's the best thing for anxiety.
Yeah, just getting in and moving, just letting off the steam in here.
Yep.
That's one of our big like platforms too, is telling people that like getting in and moving and sweating it out and stuff is gonna ultimately make you better. Yep. As the day goes along.
You're right.
So I noticed too, you come a lot on the Saturday workouts. You like them partner workouts?
I do like the partner workouts. It's they're really hard.
Yeah.
And but yeah, it gets your weekend rolling. It's such a big group that come on Saturdays too. It's like almost like happy hour somewhere. Yeah. It's like social hour, and you kind of get to chit chat with everybody, and a lot of people stay afterwards and hang out, and I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
take your time. You don't have to rush off to where you need to go.
Yeah, because normally, you got to bolt out, go to work and stuff like that. So you get to hang out, drink a Kill Cliff. Yeah. Do whatever. You've been to a broad spectrum of classes.
4:45, and like on my off day, I like to come at 4 or 6.
Yeah. What's your favorite? Like, say if you had unlimited time, what would be your favorite time of the day to come?
Still 4:45.
Still 4:45.
Yes.
Early in the morning, get it out of the way.
It's got this good vibe about it. It's a combination of things. It's the people that come regularly, which the teachers just started back yesterday, so we have our whole group back. But it's just a good vibe. It's like everybody has to come because of their work schedule, but they're not mad about it and they're not complaining about it.
Yeah, that's really cool. It's probably one of the coolest parts of the day too. It's probably the most comfortable in the gym at 4:45.
It is. When it's hot outside like it is right now, it's great.
Yeah.
To not have the sun beaming on you when you're running. Yeah.
So, is there any other things that you might want to add?
I do want to say I really enjoyed the level method. I think it's great because I'm such I have to have a picture of things. I like graphs and charts and things like that, and also colors. When I was in vet school, I had all these charts laid out for all my studying, because there's tons of studying constantly, and highlight different categories in every different color, so I could look at it and study it better. So for me, that's how the level method chart is. I look at it and it just makes sense, and it gives me that goal. I've always had goals, but I didn't have specific goals. So now it tells me, okay, well, I'm here. and I want to be here. So this is what I got to get to next. Kind of like the pull-ups.
Yeah.
You know, like at first when we did the level method, I could only do 2. The third one was kind of like a.
Yeah.
And so now I want to do 4 without dropping off the bar.
Is that another level?
It is.
Is that 4? That's what color would that bring you?
I don't remember, but I know that that's the next.
It's the next bump up.
Bumps it up, I think, into the next color.
Nice.
I want to say.
That's always really cool. Did you get one of the cool rubber bracelet things? You didn't get one of those? Do you have an overall color?
I guess, yeah. I guess
when they come out with the app, it's going to be easier to follow up.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Yeah, they can't come out with it fast enough. They're web-based. But hopefully before we test in September. So
that's September.
Soon,
okay,
yeah.
I knew it was coming up.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was very nice talking with you, Lindsay.
Great having me.
Yeah, Mrs. August. So hope you enjoyed this, and I think your highlight videos will be dropping today.
All right.
So I'll get to see Lindsay exercise real fast. Thanks, Lindsay. All right, guys. We hope you enjoyed that podcast and that conversation. I know I did. Next week, we actually have the Cody Spell on our podcast. He probably wasn't even in frame. I'm zoomed in. But he is the owner of Hurricane CrossFit, head coach, and my boss. So let's hope I don't screw this up. He's going to be on, though, and we're going to be discussing things and details about nutrition, actually. So please submit your questions. Yeah, we want to open the floor to you guys. So please submit your questions for us to answer. Any questions about nutrition? We're going to go over misconceptions, things that people get wrong, stuff like that. So we're going to be going over nutrition. So please submit your questions. We're going to pick the best ones. We're going to answer them here on the podcast, as well as rant about a lot of stuff. So make sure you tune in to next week's podcast with the Cody Spell.